So we're about to take a hike from Olinda Gate up to Hosmer Grove. All right, let's get going. We'll give you a little bits and pieces of this trail so it doesn't get boring. Well, here's some footage of the views from this elevation down to the ocean. And the last couple of days we've had these really humongous waves. And as you can see, there's a lot of whitewater along the coast there. Isn't that right, John? There he is.
Whatever he says, he knows.
Up in there, it's a koa wood and ohia wood forest. Now, it's not for lumber purposes, but there's some really big old koa trees which have become very rare on this island. Real beautiful hardwood for cabinetry. Up under the clouds and then on, but it'll make it a cool hike. We've come up the mountain a little, we're below those reservoirs, and we've gotten into a little bit of a ohia forest. These are important hardwood trees, but there are not many here, and they certainly wouldn't cut them, I don't think. There's John up there, next to an ohia tree. Hey John, that's what my floor and Skip's floor are made of. The wood from that tree. Yeah, it's called ohia lehua. They say when you pick the flowers, it makes it rain.
Really understand.
Yeah, I think people have to read it more than once to really.
I'd like to show you on my computer real quickly, at some point, the concept of hypertext.
Okay.
Which,
hang on, let me get a little
sound?
verbiage in here.
Sure.
This is real old koa trees. Pretty gnarly looking, but they're indigenous native hardwood. Real beautiful for furniture. Gnarly looking, huh?
Yeah. That's koa?
You know, they got a lot of land, so they don't need to make money selling a tree here and there. So this fence here is the edge of pasture land, and this ohia forest, the eucalyptus forest behind. But it's the edge with the rainforest, the protected watershed area. And that be it in there, and this is just the edge, so you can imagine it gets pretty dense in there.
Wow.
And we got a good view here. I'm going to have to duck down a little, but it's really pretty. If you hear somebody doing some heavy breathing that is, it's me. John's been busting my chops. I'm patronizing him, of course. He knows it. But we're doing some heavy uphill, looking for that endorphin rush.
I think my endorphin rush is going to be a little diluted with this clear water.
A little redwood grove. We're going to see some more redwood forest, John, but it's probably planted about the same time. Those must be some kind of a cedar. We're going to be going way up this mountain.
So Norman and I climbed on top of this hillock, and we've got a great lookout towards the south shore of Maui here.
That place over there in the corner of the bay, that's called Malaya.
Really hard to see with the camera.
It's not better on the film.
A little bit of a hillock we're on. And lo and behold, there he is.
Hey there, John. I was beginning to think you didn't believe I was photogenic enough to get into the picture here.
All right, don't make me laugh. I'm shaking the camera.
Well, we decided to take a break and go off to Presidio Park in San Francisco for a little while. Enjoy some of the cool fog. Kind of a whiteout down there. Mr. John, did you enjoy the ride in the time machine?
Yeah, it's a really fast ride.
Fast riding, all right. I'm going to hear some foghorns soon. Well, we made it to the top. Just finished 2 nasty ones. Checking our pulses. These kids are in good shape. You can't see down where we started. It's all fogged in. But let me tell you, it's way down there. Well, this is the end of the Olinda uphill. And we'll go out that gate and you can see the edge of road markers up there. And our car. We're on a trip to Hana. This is the Hana Coast Highway, Hana Highway, and it follows these cliffs, but right now we're on an overlook that overlooks a little peninsula, kind of a rare thing. There's only 2 or 3 peninsulas along a couple-hour drive road. This is Wailuan. It's a place that has a whole lot of taro patties. Taro is the root they make poi out of. And here's Mr. Photogenic over here. What's that, Boston University? Yes. And now we're going to get him to take some pictures back here so I can get in the picture.
We're at the same overlook that we were, but we're now turned around 180 degrees and looking up the Ko'olau Gap, which is a gap out of the Haleakala crater. It is always peeled as a great place to take a wild rainforest hike, but it's obviously really heavy-duty growth and kind of dangerous, so don't know if we'll ever do it.
We're stopping at the Wainuppa Beach Park. This is the Black Sand Beach. We're going down into a lava cave that's near the ocean. We're still at Wainuppa, and the water comes up under the lava flow. You can see it in these caves.
Oh, this is great.
I think we got to go on the other side to get in the cave. Right on the monitor.
So here we are at Wai Napa Napa on a black sand beach.
Black sand. Check it out.
Check it out. This is what the surf looks like.
That's what I was talking about, not going upside down. Easier to go now.
That proves that we're definitely of a monkey species.
Kind of a chamber back there.
Find it, John.
So the two caves we just looked at are in this big bowl in the lava rock.
No cameras. That beach.
We're at Red Sands Beach in Hana, behind this big old cinder cone. There's new guys behind us, but we can't show you them.
Oh! You get that one?
No, where'd he come from?
From the left, right where the tree
Oh,
comes in front of the bridge.
this guy's gonna go now.
The kid just totally jumped out. He wasn't even waiting. He just did it. There it goes. Wow. Jump off that particular bridge?
Yeah, I jumped off at one.
You do. Doesn't seem like there could be much water, so you have to be really precise.
You do have to be precise. There's a mark on the bridge, though, to tell you where to jump from. Shark!
Here we are in Haleakala in a bamboo forest, just south of Hana. Kipahulu. Here's a better view of the bamboo as we walk in, and we've just come from a non-bamboo area, as you can see behind us.
Yeah, there's a little pool up there under the fall. We're going to look there. And we'll be hot and we can swim. This is one another long, tall waterfall. We're at Kaupo at Piero's house. And this is his back 40. Pretty nice. Piero. Well, here we're beginning the hike up into the West Maui's. This is where we're going to continue cutting our trail. This is an irrigation canal. And as you can see, the water's nice and clean. And the kids are walking along the flume, crossing the bottom of the gulch here. And go in there and then go climb up that ridge up there. Check out these big, beautiful acacia trees. I don't have a good angle here, but they're kind of pretty tree. That's my regular hiking partner, Paul. Hey, Paul.
Hi, Mom.
Hey, kid.
We'll make one quick climb down, and then we'll be going up again.
Cobwebs.
There are cobwebs up ahead.
Come on over here and you can see where we're going.
So where are we going?
Okay, see that?
Off to the right here. Come over this way.
Come up a little bit further. You
Quick
can
in
see
and
that,
out when you...
that
Yeah,
blank
okay.
dirt area. We go up there and then you see that beaver tree on top. And then
Yeah.
follow it to the next beaver tree.
Yeah.
And follow that to the next little peak. And then down where you can't see, and then up. And I guess on that ridge we're about halfway, huh?
Yeah, we're about halfway up that ridge.
About
This must
halfway
be
up
the
that
point. Okay.
ridge.
We'll
And then
be
we're
up there
going to
shortly.
that tippy top thing, which looks like it has a big old road up there or something. That it's probably just some heavy duty bracken.
Yeah.
This is shaking an awful lot.
Got it? Sweating. I feel it running. We're at one of our rest stations. We're sitting at the rest station where we chopped to on the first day of chopping up here. And then on the second day, we chopped from where I'm standing.
Yeah, no. Kind of after the first time.
Over this tree, which is a 5-minute walk away now, but was 2-3 hours of chopping. And then the third day, we got up this ridge
That's a great idea. Especially if we're going to do it.
to that tree.
I don't know if you could do it all over
And that's where we ran into the bees, which we were prepared for today. And then we want to go up the rest of this ridge, up there to that little crown. And
connected?
that's our goal for today, if we can do that. We're not going to try to make a highway today, but just get through after we get by the bees.
Like just by you can see this one. You see this peak, although you can't tell.
So from up there, it may be misty today and we won't be able to see much, but you can see the cliffs back in there. And that's what we expect to be able to see, is these 1,000, 1,500 foot high cliffs.
Yeah. But, I mean, look at that little,
The dip up there?
yeah, that dip up there, that shadow.
Looks like it might get pretty steep.
Yeah, it looks like, terrifying.
So this is our first day rest station, where we began the second day. Well, here we are working our way up. Those light colored trees in the valley are kukui. They make real pretty striations. Uh-oh, Moana.
Chop trail.
Oh yeah, this is a trail we had to chop through the fern. And we just missed him. Disappeared up through that hole up there. Take a few steps up and we'll get it up there. That's me breathing.
That's where we went before. Sure that.
Paul says that's the tree we went to before on the other ridge, coming up the other ridge.
Yeah, that's
You don't do a lot of crossing over here, obviously.
Norman and Paul put on some protective gear and went on ahead. They put protective gear on because there's known to be a swarm of yellow jackets up ahead. So they went up the trail and disappeared into that area. They have enough protective gear for 2 people, so in a few minutes one of them will come back and bring more protective gear for me and I'll go up. We're climbing down this steep slope on the side of the ridge we just hiked up. That's Paul and Norman down there, you see. Pull back a little bit. Paul's smiling. Can't tell, but this is about 60 degrees down. Paul and Norman are hacking through some ginger so that we can get through. Give you an idea of what they're hacking through, I'll go up ahead. This is the kind of stuff they're hacking through. Norman's back there somewhere, behind that bush. Here's a shot of the stream we just crossed a couple times. Don't catch it.
I didn't bring all the bread.
No,
The troops are ready to go hiking here. All right. Where are we going? We're going down the trail over here. Let's take a walk down there.
take me to these health foods.
If you were in California, we want to hear this snot stuff from you.
California crap.
That's right. Well, by cutting and splicing, we're going to do a little comparative here so that you can tell us whether you're looking at California or if you're looking at Hawaii.
Oh, I didn't even see that tree. It's pretty cool.
This guy here?
Yeah, with the bridge. The tree with the bridge. Yeah, I'm gonna water.
What you thinking about?
That I might be able to wake up more easily if I sleep outside. 3 years or so. Near the end of our hike here.
You think we're at the end of our hike.
What?
And you go dragging up to the truck. Oh. Check out this cinder cone here. We're on top of the cinder cone. This is the lava pit where the lava came out. That's the edge of it around there.
Where we just came from. And on the other side appears to be another
Yeah, that's another
cinder cone.
Okay, we're going to try to get a good description of this cinder cone here. What we're doing is we're looking down into its cauldron or its pit. And as you can see, it has rather bold like sides. And this edge here is a real edge. I'm going to try to get around it for you a little bit so you can see that it's a kind of a round cinder cone. Anyway, here's a trail that follows along the edge. You can see it runs off and then comes along there. And now, as we step away from this cone structure, you can see it drops off. I don't know how well you can get its regular sort of curvilinear shape around the cone, but that's it. This is another cone, and they're right next to each other. It's like this is a little rift valley, because up above it, or rift ridge, above it looks like there's another cone. But you see where there's trails running along the top here, how it's a ridge surrounding the cone, and it drops off inward and outwardly. Oh, I guess I gave away our hoax about this being California. Yeah, that's right, we're on Maui. Here's some ancient rock wall work. Well, we made it. We're back at the truck. That was Poli Poli. View from up at Poli Poli. It's a cloudy day, but kind of interesting to have Hawaiian shoreline over pine trees. We're looking over the neck of the island. There's a mountain range under those or behind those clouds.